already dying laughing off stream about a joke that we had from like several episodes ago. We're out here dying at Time Allen, your new god.
Time Allen.
Time Allen.
Imagine going to space, landing on the moon, it's like, I can't believe it. God does exist. Look at this beautiful universe they created, and you just hear in the echoes, even though there's no air in space, somehow you still hear an echo. You just hear echoing across the cosmos.
Your laws,
Time Allen.
Your laws of physics are but child's play to the deity known as Time Allen, one of the old ones.
One of the old gods.
God. Anyway,
it's so dumb.
I'm still trying to get my notes pulled up, but in the meantime, welcome one and all to freaking Talk Tuesday. Been a couple weeks.
My camera's fixed.
Your camera's fixed. The internet.
My internet's fixed.
Your internet is working great. Welcome, Shadowed. Thanks for being here.
Hello.
And thank you, Josh, for being here. I am thankful for you, sir.
I am thankful for you too.
Thanks.
I appreciate you.
This is our first. Obviously, things were a little bit crazy last week with some holiday plans and whatnot. And I think I ended up taking Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Obviously, Thursday was Thanksgiving, so I only streamed Monday last week. And if it had to have been one day, that was the day to do it because got to play some more Ninja Gaiden 4.
I streamed last night too.
Nice. Ninja Gaiden 4?
No, I don't. One, I don't own it.
I know.
But two, I was playing Hitman 2016.
Oh, okay. That was a solid reboot.
I really liked that game. I got past the prologue mission, never got past the first one because I kept fucking up all the most basic shit and I was being too cavalier. So not the game, I was getting frustrated, but like the good kind of frustrated where it's like, the game, it's not me blaming the game getting all hipster Josh about it. It was like, I just kept fucking up. I'm like, God damn it, Josh, what did you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is I'm gonna keep that on my nose for a little bit later because there are some games. I think I've talked a little bit, but I'm going to continue talking about some games that I've been experiencing that are very much in line with that. Where it's like it's hard, it's challenging, and the good kind of challenging. That's like one more. I got one more. I know I can do it. But what we need to do is finish up our predictions and or thoughts for the Game Awards nominees.
Yes. It's funny when you put it up, when you tagged me on Instagram with the story, I just shared it on my own. And I saw Game Awards, Game Awards predictions. I'm like, oh yeah, we stopped midway through because it was like, because the stream was so shit because my internet was garbage.
Yeah,
garbage.
It's garbage. It's passable. I went back and listened to a little bit of it. I was like, it's probably really annoying to everybody to listen to. But if you're dedicated, it's not. It's definitely still listenable. It's just like every couple of syllables, it would just be like kind of a roll of the dice whether you came through or not. So, but you sound crystal clear. You look great.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I don't just mean your stream quality. You've got a.
You mean my penis?
Well, viewers, you can't see, but I have a full view of Josh's penis right now, and it looks great.
I have my phone is currently on video chat.
Yep, that's why I'm still on my phone. I'm not looking for my notes. I'm actually just looking at that thing. I mean, can you back up a little bit? It's taking up the whole screen.
I tattooed Time Allen on my shaft.
Time Allen. Oh my God. My randy ass old dead grandfather who was a pastor had the gnarliest, dirtiest jokes. He one time was like, his name was Dave. He's like, I got a tattoo on my Peter. He's that generation where he called his thing his Peter. He's like, I just got a tattoo on my Peter, I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it says Dave's. And I was like, okay. And he's like, and when I have an erection, it says Dave's Truck Stop, Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm like, you motherfucker.
That's that old Christian jokes you know
Yeah,
so much about.
I was gonna say this was a pastor, by the way.
Pastor, I barely know her.
Hey, or a reverend, I
Oh,
guess. He was of the Episcopal
Reverend,
persuasion.
I barely know her.
Reverend, I barely know Rind. Where the f
Oh my goodness.
are my notes? Well, should
I don't.
we?
What? Oh, sorry. Finish what you're gonna say.
I was just gonna say, for order of business, should we just wrap up the? I mean, not wrap up, because it took a long time just getting halfway through. Should we finish up the Game Awards predictions and then talk about experiences if we have time, or talk about experiences because we probably have a lot to catch up on, and then maybe that'll get us to be faster to go through the Game Awards predictions. I'm thinking the latter.
So wait, sorry. What's the ladder?
You suck up to him much more, you'll wind up being known as penis breath. Oh man.
Right through the screen, baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean that's it's literally taking up my whole phone right now. No. What was I? Oh yeah. You said the latter. I was thinking maybe we do experiences first and then end with.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Just because we're catching up, and in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I am trying to express my thankfulness to you, Josh, Shadowed Mage. I am not above sucking off a friend or two for the benefit of their mental health and well-being, and to express my gratitude with my mouth.
Oh, it's you make it sound like it's like a Thanksgiving tradition. Thanksgiving blowjobs.
Gobble gobble these nuts. Oh my god, that's not the only thing that's gonna be stuffed, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god, where's Gilmer?
I was gonna say we should be summoning Gilmer at this point.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
Actually, oh my gosh, you know what's really fun? Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find this real quick. The Deez nuts joke made me think of this. Hold on, let me find this. Where did I save this to? How can I? So I do rewatch episodes for my podcast on the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, right? And so where is it at? Here it is. And let's see. I hope this works. I'm going to share my screen real quick. Let's see if.
Okay.
I know last time it didn't work, so we're going to see if it works this time.
Video is usually fine. Sometimes sound gets a little bit.
It's finicky. Not. There's no sound on this. So.
Okay, then it should be fine.
Can you see the meme I created?
No. I still just see you.
That is weird. If there was a way to, that is so strange. I don't know why. All right. So that's not working. Screw it. So what I was going to share was I was doing a rewatch of the Mario Super Show for my podcast, and there is a scene in the episode we covered where basically Toad, the Mario, Princess Toadstool, Toad, and Luigi end up on a different planet, and gravity's all messed up. So there's a lot less gravity, so they start floating away. So Luigi brings a toolbox, and he goes, "Here, put these tools in your clothes, so that way it can weigh you down, right?" Mm-hmm. So Toadstool is like shoving tools up her like sleeves. It's really kind of funny. Toad, however, he opens up his pants and takes a wrench, like a wrench. That looks kind of phallic.
Yeah.
And he's just shoving it like basically balls down right into his pants. And it's like there's a still frame of it. And he has this big shit-eating grin on his face as he's gripping the handle as like the part goes down. Yep. And all I have in there just says "Tighten Deez nuts" is the meme I made nice. For it.
Tighten Deez nuts.
And it made me chuckle. Tighten Deez nuts. I wish I could share the picture with y'all, but clearly it is not cooperating.
Yeah, you are
this time.
Clearly not allowed.
apparently. Yeah, but I do have a couple experiences to share. Do you mind if I start off? This one's going to be very quick.
Sure.
So I got my Twitch wrapped, my Twitch recap for the year.
Oh, nice. I think I
Uh,
got mine. I haven't looked at it yet.
just got sent it today. 239 hours watched.
Nice.
Over 300 distinct days. That's actually kind of wild.
Huh.
I didn't realize like I had watched Twitch so frequently. And know who I spent the most time with?
Me.
Yeah, because a lot of people watch the streams while I mean, I should do the stream when I was not Talk Tuesday, but 70 hours.
Ooh. I think you're starting to glitch out. Oh no.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, let me close out of. Actually, you know what? Am I better now?
I can. Yeah, I can hear you now, but your video's frozen.
That's
there
weird
we go.
because it's showing as fine.
It's...
I just closed out of Twitch on my end, so I couldn't.
Okay.
I won't be able to see you at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
yes, 78 hours, 418 chats sent.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
418. Dang. Let me.
Yeah. After that was games done quick, and then Zofar, my buddy Zofar, so it goes you with 78 hours, games done quick with 54, which once again they do a week-long stream, so that's like twice a year, so that's where it all comes from. Number 3 is Zofar with 6 hours, so 78, 54, 6.
So far, so good.
And then Drew the Damager, 5 hours.
Nice.
Shout out to Drew.
Yeah, man. He's definitely in mine as well. I just pulled mine up. Hours streamed 336 hours. That's pretty dang good.
I was 234 this year. That's how many I streamed.
Okay.
Not watched. 234.
That's respectable. Damn, is that 13K or 1.3K shout out? Holy crap. That's still a lot. 334 distinct days visited. 2K chat sent. Good lord, you're chatting a lot. But you're also GMing, so I feel like that makes sense. I have streamed 160 times in 150 days. That's interesting. I guess in 10 days I streamed 2 times. And I've watched for almost 600 hours, 598 hours. My top categories are talk shows and podcasts, because I do every week with you, sir. Top video game. Well, I mean, the rest are video game. Steambot Chronicles. I didn't realize how much of that game that I streamed. I was playing that for a long time. Steambot Chronicles, Devil May Cry, and Doom 2016 are my top games. Interesting.
For me, it was Retro was number 1, followed by Wind Waker.
Oh.
Wind Waker HD, and then some Metroid Prime.
Yeah. I remember
I only had top channel emotes. I had someone use one emote 3 times. Because I don't have it. But my biggest fans, you're one of my biggest fans.
Yeah, you are one of mine. I have Parallax Puddles, Mythos GG, Cutie Pie Peachan. That's Felisa. So I don't know if that counts because I force her to watch my content. No. Still Loading Pod, whoever that is. Drew the Damager.
Drew the Damager.
D3BR1MAN. Debris Man. Mr. Gilmer. Wub, who was a total godsend. Wub and General Onox are my last 2. They were total godsends when I was playing Steambot Chronicles, because I was like, there was a lot of stuff I was missing. There's a lot of stuff mechanics that the game just doesn't tell you. 6 raids received. You rated me 5 times. Drew the Damager rated me 3. And the Kids Are Asleep rated once. And I sent 31 to...
Oh, nice.
Drew the Damager, Cinema Z, and Still Loading Pod. Again, whoever that is. That name keeps coming up. I don't know who that is. 44 new followers. I'll take that for sure. 12 new subscribers. 800 points. Cool, man. That's awesome. And they give you a little graphic, right, that you can post too. I'm going to have to definitely share that. But cool.
Yeah, I thought that was. It's cool to see. I mean, some of those numbers will change because they're still like the rest of December.
Sure.
But yeah, and then tomorrow, they're an evil company, but Spotify is doing their rap tomorrow.
Oh, right. See, I am a YouTube music supremacist, so I'll be waiting for the YouTube music version
Oh,
of
so you
that.
just have a different evil company that we support.
Yep. Yeah,
Pick your poison, baby.
I know.
Capitalism.
Shadowed says my streamer recap: 202 hours streamed, 61 streams, 75 days, 717 hours watched, 5,570 chats received. Hey, I was in your top 9 viewers. Sweet.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Happy to give some support. I like popping in to friends' streams and see what they're up to. I remember I jumped into yours, Josh, right when you were beating Metroid Prime, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I hate this fight."
Dude, I ranted. I recorded a guest spot on my buddy Mono's podcast. Shout out to Mono. He has a podcast called Tokyo Game Life,
Nice.
which is like he lives in Tokyo, and he just goes around Tokyo doing like video game related events because there's a lot more gaming centric things. He's a really cool dude.
Living my life, living my dream.
So he I'm very proud of it. He never mentioned it on the show, but it's okay. I gave him his tagline for the podcast. I
Oh,
call it a slice. He goes, "Welcome to Tokyo Game Life, a slice of gaming life from Tokyo."
nice.
I'm
I
your
like
host,
that.
Bruno. Because I told him, I'm like, I love your show because it's like a slice of life podcast,
Yeah,
but it's gaming related. So it's like a slice of gaming life, but from Tokyo, which is really cool.
I love
So
that.
like for example, he did he they had a mother exhibit, like Earthbound, the
Yeah,
Mother series, and he goes to it and they had like design documents and stuff like that. Like you couldn't take pictures, but he'll talk about it. Like Mono's awesome. His show is amazing, and he has like it's so different than like every other podcast out there because he just like he it's very Nintendo centric, but
mm,
like he'll focus on like um either very Japanese things
yeah,
or Nintendo things, which obviously it's a Japanese company.
yeah.
But like he did Tokyo Game Show this year.
Nice.
He what was another one? Because I haven't been able to listen to his stuff ever since I've as much, mainly because I just with my work schedule I don't listen to podcasts as much as I used to.
Yeah.
Uh, Moai in Japanese games, Promise Mascot Agency. We talked about on I'll explain when I guessed it a little bit, but um, yeah, Square Enix Garden with Genki,
Ooh.
and so I guess we explore Square Enix's new store in Shibuya, Square Enix Garden. How many plushies are there? Which music box is the best? Should there be a Heartless statue? What's up with the Square Enix cafe? So like he'll go to like these like little like not every one, but he tries to go to as many as he can of like the little pop-up shops that they have in Tokyo for like that hyper specific game things.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. The Square Enix cafe looks dope. The Sega store, they just opened a Sega store, looks awesome. Uh yeah, God, he's living my dream. I'm jealous.
So shout out to Mono. Anyway, the
Yeah.
reason I brought it up is why did I bring it up? I was talking about a game, right? What game was I talking about before I brought it? What did we?
I think we were just talking about like our Google Wrapped and Spotify Wrapped and our
No, there
fellow
was something
creators
we
and
were
stuff.
switching. Oh, God damn! Why did I bring up Mono?
I don't know.
I don't remember. It reminded me of something. I talked about a game that I played. Oh, I remember. You mentioned Metroid Prime.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I talked about it on. So Mono's super kind to invite me on his show because I don't. My to be honest, I mentioned it every single time I'm on his show. Like I don't fit with his format
Hmm.
easily because I don't do Japanese like specific content really. Like yeah, I'll cover a Japanese game, but like it's not really Japanese content, right? It's not like I'm going to an event in Japan or something like that, or something along those lines,
Yeah.
or can really fit in on the cultural side. I can't really fit in on the Japanese cultural side. East Coast white dude, right? So like it doesn't really work. He's also actually like an East Coast white dude, but he lives in Japan now, so he can go around and talk to people and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's cool. Anyway, So I'm always grateful when he invites me on because he's just he's a nice person, he's very kind. So we do game of the year, where what we do is we'll list our top 5 games that we played. Doesn't have to be the ones that came out, and it's a running joke for the last like 2 or 3 years that he plays games that all came out this year. And I just he said before he likes having me on because my top 5 is all over the place. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't make like he's so because I cover stuff for the show, so I'll play stuff from like the 80s to like
Yeah.
earlier this year and stuff. And then we do uh, the Omake Awards. I forget what Omake means. It's like Omake meaning. If I look it up, um, it means extra in Japanese.
Mm,
Primary meaning is general, widespread, extra, or bonus, and it's usually like Omake Awards are basically like the goof categories. Like so for example, hold on, let me go to my Google Docs to bring up my Omake Awards. But while I'm looking that up, the reason I thought about it is because I gave one of the Omake Awards to Metroid Prime. The Omake Award was most garbage boss fight. Um, and I hated that boss fight so much, and I go into it there. But my other Omake awards were so most garbage final boss went to Metroid Prime.
mhm.
Sweetest of the short went to Astra and the New Constellation, which is like short, sweet, that kind of thing.
Mm.
I won't list all of them because I don't want to. The episode's not out yet, but I'll give 4 out of the 5, and I won't give any of my top 5. So if anyone's curious, you can listen to my guest spot over on there. But the other two Amaki awards I will share are
Goof.
best limbs, which I gave to
Limbs?
Rayman 2. Limbs, like LIMBS.
He doesn't
Best
have any.
limbs. He's got hands and feet. Those are limbs. What's the definition of a limb?
I think your limbs are arms and legs, but your hands and feet are extremities attached to your limbs.
Definition of limbs of limb. Gosh damn it. An arm or leg of a person or a foreleg. Yeah, okay, fair enough. But so I gave it to best limbs because they're non-existent.
Nice.
And then this one is applicable to both of us. The illest of the chillest went to
Ooh.
Boku no Natsu Yasumitsu.
Oh, hell yeah. That
I
is
was proud of
the
that title.
chillest
Illest
game.
of the chillest. Like,
Yeah.
come on, that's a great award.
Yeah.
So Omake Awards, really fun. Mono's a good dude, man. I love going on Tokyo Game Life, and he has really cool topics. So if anyone's looking for like kind of like a Japanese centered podcast that has a little bit more Japanese gaming culture,
Yeah.
check out Tokyo Game Life.
I will absolutely check him out. And I want to do something similar for whatever the last Talk Tuesday of the year is. I'd love to have our like top 5 experiences, whether it's a game, a movie, a show, food, any of the things that we cover. Any
that's
experience.
That's gonna be hard for me. I don't remember half the shit, but
I would love to do like a
yeah.
top and a bottom 5, like what your best 5 were and your worst 5.
Owning a house takes up all 5 of the bottom.
I mean, yeah.
But it is starting to get better. So,
but buying a wood pellet stove is probably in your top 5.
oh my god, dude, it's so toasty downstairs right now. It's great.
Yeah, but then you have a freaking $300 utility bill.
Well, that's because we weren't running the pellet stove yet.
Oh.
So now, like right now, like our heat is like our HVAC system is completely off because the wood pellet stove is going downstairs right now. So you might end up hearing it on mic eventually. Like usually Discord's pretty good at filtering it out. I don't think you really even hear it during the stream.
I would be surprised if I did, unless it's like a raging inferno.
No, it's very loud. Like it's extremely loud, but Discord does a great job of getting rid of like a lot of background noise, like consistent background noise. So
Yeah. Nice.
Before I go into any of my other stuff, what's one of your experiences, my friend? Because I have a really fun one to share in a little bit.
Oh, sweet. Well, we touched on Thanksgiving a little bit. Just it's the holiday, so I might as well talk about it a little bit. I got to experience, and
It's
if you've
the
been
holiday season, so
holiday season,
and floop-dee-da.
and don't forget to beat up your kids.
And don't forget your gabagool.
Hey, gabagool. Was that Bing Crosby?
Who did the It's the holiday season. I
Yeah.
don't think that was him
Oh, okay, that's why I made
who
a kid
sang it.
beating joke. I didn't just say that out of nowhere. Uh,
I mean, let's be real. Probably all of those crooners beat their kids.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, so Thanksgiving this year was pretty. I guess you could say chill. It wasn't very chill. We went to
Oh no.
Police's family's house, which can be uh a bit all over the place. It's just kind of it's a bit chaotic. But they're super sweet. I adore her parents. Her mom is from Zimbabwe and her dad is from the Bahamas. So we got to have some of the best goddamn Thanksgiving food I've ever had.
Meanwhile, we had some of the most. I hope they're not watching mediocre. It was fine.
Oh, Josh's in-laws! I'm telling.
No, actually, her mom makes fucking great Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
The people it was fine. The stuffing was overcooked, but what can you do?
I am not a stuffing guy. I can't stand stuffing. It's like eating sponge.
You are dumb.
Wow. Wow. We're just going right there.
I feel like that's almost more hurtful than like calling someone like a fucker.
Yeah, you
or, like,
are
some other
dumb.
swear word. You are dumb. And just like leaving it there, like no malice behind it, just very clinical.
Yeah.
You're just dumb.
It's dumb for you to
Sorry,
have that completely subjective opinion
subjective opinion.
about something that doesn't affect me in my life at all.
Dumb of ass.
You are dumb of ass. I love the phrase pure of heart and dumb of ass. I do tend to gravitate towards the himbo archetype of characters in medias that I love. I mean, I don't have it on me, but I have Kirishima from My Hero Academia etched onto my watch, and he is just the best. Pure of heart and dumb of ass. But yeah, so we got to take a little culinary trip around the world, at least from the Bahamas to Zimbabwe and back. Her dad makes this incredible mac and cheese that has like hot peppers in it and like mustard and mac and cheese. I was like, I don't know. And then I had my first bite and I was like, I will never not have it like this again. It was super good. Obviously like turkey and gravy and veggies and stuff. And what else? Oh, he made this amazing shrimp scampi. I'm not even that big on shrimp. Yeah, I'll mail you some. It's just shrimp scampi in a fucking envelope.
Did you ever listen to this? Ties in with the like gross shrimp, being left out too long. Did you ever listen to my janitor Jim like little audio logs I would put on Instagram every now and then?
Some of them, but none that remind me of what we're talking about.
I had one where he was mad at he was once again lamenting his supposed major parts of major events in game history and not getting credit for it. And one of them was the PlayStation, because quick video game history fun fact, probably a lot of people know this already, but just for the context, Nintendo basically is one of the reasons the PlayStation exists, because they struck up a deal with Sony to make a disc add-on for the Super Nintendo / Super Famicom.
Who then
backed out of the deal, then betrayed them, backed out of the deal at a trade show, and Sony found out at the trade show. And basically Sony was like, well, fuck you, we're going to make it anyway, and came out with the PlayStation.
With blackjack and hookers.
Yeah, so I made a whole thing. I made a whole clip about how like, Janitor Jim was talking about how like he was talking to not Yuji Naka, sorry,
that's the second guy,
Ken Kutaragi, Kutaragi. And he called him Kutaragi-san.
Kutaragi-san.
But basically, you can't let them get away with it, Chudaraki-san, because they stole the PlayStation from you. And then that he was trying to relate to Ken Kutaragi by saying, they dicked me over too. I would bring shrimp cereal into work, and they wouldn't let
Oh,
me, and they wouldn't let me keep it because it smelled bad. We were getting complaints. I'm like, well, you're supposed to put cereal in the cupboard. Where are you supposed to put that in the like? Where else would you put it? In the cupboard, or
in the fridge.
no, in the fridge? Like you don't want cold cereal. You want cold milk, not cold cereal.
Shrimp.
And so
I do remember
thinking
that.
of like old shrimp made me think of janitor Jim getting shrimp cereal and just putting it into a cupboard at work and just letting shrimp rot.
Oh God, there was that guy who unintentionally got shrimp cereal. There was this guy. I remember seeing this thing. This guy got a box of cinnamon toast crunch, and then there was a shrimp in the box that was like coated in the cinnamon coating, and he was like, "What the fuck is this?" Ugh. Still the goat. Still the goat cereal.
Anyway, so
yeah, had a lot
your
of
Thanksgiving meal.
yeah, we had a lot of real good spicy takes, real spicy takes on, and I don't mean like thematically. I mean literally burn your mouth spicy takes on
I like
Thanksgiving.
it spicy, so
Yeah, yeah,
that's my kind of stuff.
me too. But yeah, mac and cheese, sweet potato pie, freaking pumpkin pie. A little bit of freaking everything. Oh my God, her dad makes this amazing potato salad. It's like spicy potato salad, which then on my plate, I normally don't like when stuff mixes too much.
Same.
But like a little bit's okay. But the shrimp scampi, which I had just on my plate because we just used a paper plate. I should have put it in a bowl, but it started to get in the potato salad, and God, it was so good. It was just all so good. But then afterwards, we all caught up and whatever, and then we went to see The Running Man, the remake of the Running Man movie.
Oh yeah, how was that?
That was good. It's bonkers as all hell. It's Edgar Wright as all hell. I had forgotten until I saw some really weird, bold editing choices. I was like, that kind of reminds me of, oh my God, wait, right. Edgar Wright did have something to do with this movie. So it's very weird. It plays like Police was like, it felt like a video game. And I was like, that tracks. And for what they were trying to do, I feel like it also felt like it was shot like a bad, like it felt like a TV show, like a daytime TV show. And I think that was on purpose because the whole point is like over commercialism and garbage reality TV becoming just people killing each other. Probably Glenn Powell's best performance. I know I haven't seen a ton of him. He was like the asshole character in Top Gun 2, which he's great in. He was in Twisters 2 or Twisters, which he was good in that. But he really gets to play in this movie, and it's really cool. Josh Brolin's in it. He's great. It's a wild ride for sure. I kept being like, what the hell am I watching? But very cool. I have a little bit of some gripes story wise, but overall pretty solid. I haven't officially rated it yet, but I'll probably put a review graphic up on the socials pretty soon, which I also put one up if you've been following the social media for the experience played, particularly like the Instagrams. You'll see that I also did a review graphic for Afro-Caribbean Thanksgiving food, so which I think that was a 7.5 out of 10, so pretty solid. Yeah, the rest of mine are games, I think, except for I have two that are not games. Then I have some games to talk about, and then we can maybe transition into the Game Awards stuff. But what about you? What was your Thanksgiving like?
Thanksgiving,
aside from
there's
mediocre, honestly. Apparently, Josh's in-laws. Hello, I know you're listening.
There's not really much aboard. It was just chill. Like it was fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nothing much. There is some stuff not on my in-laws' side, but going on my side that I can't really talk about. So that's not very fun. But
NDAs.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Not nothing too serious. Like I was just over at my parents' house. My mom's like my parents are separated. It was just over at my parents' house. Just telling Andrew off mic they're going to be like married for 50 years in like 3 years. It's
That's
crazy.
wild.
Um, yeah.
When you
Shout
get to a
out to my
point where
parents, man.
you've been together longer than you've been apart, I find that so hard to even fathom. Because I've had so much of my life before I met Polisa. I mean, obviously, we've only been together like 2.5 years, but still, like,
I mean, I
holy
also
crap.
think about the fact that like once you become a parent, like not that you're not going to become a parent. You got take that taken care of, um
Sure did.
but like once you become a parent though, like it even no, not even take it out from this way. Once you are born, you don't know of a world where your parents didn't know you, but they had a whole life before you.
Yeah.
Isn't that surreal to think about?
Yes.
Like that's
Yeah. I'm gonna try really hard not to go on my soapbox about how people tend to become like parent is their personality after they have kids, and they often like put stuff on hold indefinitely, and it makes me sad. If you're gonna have
I
kids,
mean,
don't
you
give
have
up on your
to,
dreams.
but yes, but I don't judge anyone for it. Parenting is one of the hardest things you ever have to do,
Yeah.
and it's wonderful. It's great, but hey man, if they love doing it, let them make it their entire personality, right? Like if they love it, I mean, if they don't and they're doing it begrudgingly, then they're just being dumb of ass, as we've
Yeah,
already
dumb
covered.
of ass. I
Um,
just hate when it's like, oh, it's so and so's birthday. Let me get her some things for the kids, and it's like, but that where are they in that? Like, where's like what? Or like I don't know. I've known so many people who were like had all these aspirations and frankly a lot more personality before they had kids, and then they have a kid and it's just like, oh, I'm just a mom, or yeah, well, I'm just a dad now, so I guess I'm not doing X Y Z, or like I said, like the it's getting around to gift giving season, and I was talking to my mom and she was like, oh yeah, make sure to get your sister some cool stuff for the kids for Christmas. And I'm like, I'll get my sister stuff for my sister for Christmas, and I will get her kids stuff for them for Christmas. Like I hate that. It's like you lose your like I sense of self, it seems like societally. Like I don't know.
I mean, it could also be, I don't know. I can understand that. I'm lucky where I still am very much who I like. I have not really changed. I mean, I've changed in the sense that like I have to, my priorities have to change, right? Like I can't just do what I want to do whenever I want to do it. I have to make sure my daughter's taken care of,
Yeah.
and that type of stuff. Like, and it's the same thing also when you get into a relationship, like, right? Like you can't just worry about yourself anymore. You have to worry about you as a unit, type of thing.
Yeah.
Um,
And how you like
that
work
kind of thing.
together. Yeah.
Yep.
Your
So but I can understand your point where it's like they, it's like all of a sudden they don't have any interests outside of like the person they were is suddenly gone, versus like your person can still be there, but you just have to manage like what you can and can't do anymore,
yeah.
right? Like you can still be the same goofy person, um, but like maybe not have as much, you can't play games as much, or you can't watch the shows you want to watch whenever you want to watch them, type of thing.
Yeah.
um
That's about
anyway
the only thing that I've noticed from you that has changed, which is quite refreshing. That like now for you, it's just like you haven't really changed. Like you're still the same person. You're just like I'll be like, oh, did you watch this? And you're like, I haven't watched any. Like like when we talk about anime, you're like, I haven't watched any anime, and like,
You know what I have watched recently though that you will love,
ooh,
because my daughter is in love with it right now, and I mean like watching it episode after, like she binge watches shows. Like that's
yeah,
just, if she watches one, then she'll want to watch all of the one.
uh huh,
Kind of hate that because I feel like every kid now is like, oh, why can't I just watch all of this right now?
yeah, yeah.
But I'm like, you sons of bitches, we had to wait through commercials, god damn it.
I know
Um,
the show's back on.
um, so my daughter, 4 years old, has been absolutely in love with the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, the
The
the weird
cheesy, like
the weird
Scratch
one.
and whatever his face is, whatever
Yeah,
the robot,
Scratch and
not
Grounder.
the serious Sad Am one,
Yeah,
not the
yeah,
Saturday
the
morning
goofy
one,
one.
but but the really goofy, crazy, zany
Kind
one.
of
Yeah.
Looney Tunesy. The one with
Yes.
the Hall of the Mountain King as the opening song for some
Uh-huh.
reason.
Yep. She has been obsessed with it, and every time she has to watch it, both Courtney and I are like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it. Like I like it, ironically, but it's up there with like, it's better than the Zelda cartoon. I'll say that. It's much
Oof.
better than the Zelda cartoon. The Zelda cartoon is awful. Um,
Yeah.
but like it's just oof, it's rough.
Yeah.
Um, but no, Thanksgiving, back to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was just it was Thanksgiving. What I really want to touch on though,
Hmm.
I was going to talk about it last Talk Tuesday, but we didn't get a chance to. So not this past weekend, but the weekend prior to that, I went to an Atari party.
Oh, right. We talked about that.
Yes, Atari
Nice.
Party 2025 happened, and it was fantastic. I
Nice.
was able to record. I
Ooh.
remember I said I was going to record live there. I did. I recorded like 5 interviews or so.
Nice. I thought you were going to say 5 hours. Jeez.
No, I mean the event was 4 hours long, so it couldn't be that long anyway. But um, yeah, I think the total time was like an hour and like 20 minutes between all the different recordings.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Um, So it cutting down, it's like I'm already down to like an hour and 16, so I've already
Mm.
cut like 4 minutes of it out, um, which is usually just like testing and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But it was awesome, man. It was so
Nice.
much fun. Atari Party was great. They had, like it's a small little event, completely free. It's at a local train station, um, or a small train station, I should say. And they just rent out a room, and it's like for 4 hours, and people bring a whole bunch of cool shit. I was playing this one game on like an Atari computer, and I think it was like shit. I don't. It was like Jungle something. I was about to say Jungle Fever. It was not. It's not
Hey,
Jungle Fever.
yo.
Whoa.
Whoa. That took a turn.
Uh, that's only a mildly racist term, but
Yeah. Yeah.
isn't it?
Only
Yeah.
mildly.
Yeah. It's also a Spike Lee movie, isn't it? Anyway,
Spike Lee joint? Probably.
yes. Anyway, so it's Jungle something. I forgot what it is, but basically, it's kind of like a what is it? Like a why can't I think of the name of the series? It was a popular Atari game made by Activision. Pitfall.
Pitfall?
Pitfall.
Hmm.
It's like a Pitfall clone. And it's this guy. He's just swinging from vine, like this swinging rope to swinging rope, but like the physics don't make any sense. Like
Yeah.
normally you would want to swing, like at the end of the rope swing, you would jump off to grab onto the next one, but no, because if the ropes swing in parallel, you can't jump far enough. If you jump to catch it, even though it should be coming back, you're gonna miss it. Like, or no,
Hmm.
sorry, the ropes don't swing in parallel; they swing in opposite of parallel. Like, in whatever whatever the fuck,
Perpendicular? Yeah.
non the same. So like if you were to jump right when the ropes were like closest to each other, as you're leaping, the rope you're trying to catch to is moving away from you at the same speed you're
Okay.
jumping, so you can never catch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So your objective is, while the rope is moving backwards, the rope you're on is moving backwards, you have to jump forwards to catch the rope that's swinging towards you, even though none of the physics of that make
That
any goddamn
feels
sense.
weird.
And so my buddy Ryan and I were laughing about it, where it's just like, this boy has abs of steel. Like, he's not even
Yeah.
his feet aren't even touching the rope. He's just holding
He's
on
just-
by arm strength, and he just like
Jeez.
launches himself.
Some Ash
I'm like,
Ketchum abs.
I need abs like this boy over here. What's going on here?
Seriously.
It was wild. That was a fun little game. They had like an Atari light gun game, which I can't remember the name of, but it's actually in the recordings. One of my guests played it. There was like some homebrew games that was really cool, like
Nice.
some brand new Atari 2600 games that were getting released, which was really cool. They had an Atari music visualizer. They had it
Oh.
last year too. Like, like, remember Windows Media Player had the visualizers that you could
yeah.
see, that would react to the music. That existed through Atari. But I actually learned while recording from my buddy Ryan, who was talking to the guy who brought it, and he was like, yeah, they didn't know how to market this thing, because it's not like a computer. and it's not like a TV. They ended up putting it with like the like home decor section or like the bar section or something like that.
Weird.
It was like some they didn't know how to market it, but the dude had an iPod somehow hooked up to it, and they were like playing the music visualizer like with the music from the iPod. It was really fucking cool.
That's sick. I didn't know that was the thing. I used to stare at the Xbox One, the original Xbox visualizer.
Yes.
That's been burned into my brain. If I rub my eyes, that's what I see. Is the Xbox One visualizer or original Xbox visualizer.
I'll try to like show a picture of it or something. I did okay. I found a picture of it. It's like a really like old. It's a really like grainy photo. I'll send it to you in like Discord or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's cool though.
But it's really cool.
When you said
Yeah,
Pitfall clone, it reminded me of. Do you know that Jack Black's first acting credit was in a Pitfall commercial?
I believe I did.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah.
and you can see footage of it. It's like just little baby Jack Black, like, "Whoa, this is awesome!" Swinging from vines,
yeah.
jumping off of, I don't know, scorpions, whatever else is in that game. That's cool.
Yeah, Atari Party was fucking dope. It was a absolutely wonderful time. I'm going to try to see if I can. Let me look on my Blue Sky real quick, just to see. Excuse me.
It still sounds like a code for an orgy, though. I still have to say, we went to the Atari party.
That says more about you than it does about the Atari Party.
We played with our
actually, you know what,
joysticks.
though? It is a little funny because one of the first pictures I shared is a hungry Pac-Man on top of the TV. Look at that.
Oh, the teeth. Oh, I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this.
And actually, hold on. I can share though. Like this is kind of cool. Look at this stand. Like I know it's blurry, but you can see like
Oh yeah.
like there's a neon. I know it's blurry because of the camera can't focus on it, but there's like a bunch of different stands there, and this is kind of like a why you can see like there's a whole bunch of computers set up.
Yeah. Holy crap, that's awesome.
Really blurry, I know. There's a really cool video that I'm actually in, like not featured in. They were just kind of taking photos. Oh, and actually, you know what? Oh shit, where are you at? Here it is. So someone they had like they had like printers there, like the little printers like scratch like almost like scratched on the paper, but it's not actually scratching the paper because I can't like it's like actually like a photo print. I During the interview with the guy who one of the co-organizers of the event, his name's Pete. They took a photo of me and him recording the interview, and like they actually like printed it out. I know that's like
sick.
super blurry on there. You can see a clearer picture on Blue Sky and on Instagram for anyone who's curious.
That's rad.
But you can actually kind of make me out with the mic there.
Yeah.
Super cool. But I still don't know who took the picture of it. I came back to where I was set up to record, and it was just laying there. They just put it down there. Didn't say anything.
Huh.
Just took a photo, left it there. I was like, that's fucking cool.
That was like the there's a new Dr. Pepper guy in town, and it's
Some Atari stickers.
Atari photo guy. Oh, sick.
Oops, upside down. But
Atari.
Atari.
Nice.
Yeah, super fun. There's a dude on Blue Sky named Retrofox, retrofox8bit.bsky.social, who every year they go around filming stuff, and they just make a little montage video and they share it, and it's always really cool to see like just kind of like the event in action type of thing.
Nice.
Super fun. I had so much fun. I was talking to it was my buddy Ryan Kern, who's been on the podcast a few times. 2025 has been a tough year for a lot of reasons, for many reasons. And when I went last year, the event was in December, so it's like actually like this time it was in November, so it was like a month earlier. But I remember going to the Atari party last year and leaving. I had a blast. I loved it. Got to meet so many cool people. I got to meet all those same people again and some new friends.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And I just remember leaving that, and then for the pretty much the entire year, that was like the last time I legitimately felt like serious joy,
Mm,
like genuine, no strings attached joy.
yeah. I
Um,
mean, last year when you
eh,
were telling me about it, we talked about the importance of like that third space
yeah,
idea. It sounded like this was like a total third space moment for you.
yeah. I vibed so hard with it, and like the thing is, I don't want it to happen too frequently because I think that would make it. I think a third space is something that you should be able to go to without getting tired of. I think I would get
Yeah.
tired of Atari Party. I think Atari Party is a great event that happens like once a year,
Yeah,
maybe twice a year at
it's why
most.
I don't
But
go to conventions as much as I used to. I mean, besides the fact that I'm getting older, it's freaking expensive as all get out. But I only do a couple. I do like ZenkaiCon, Magfest, and maybe too many games for a day if I'm feeling
yeah,
randy.
even that's expensive now too.
Oh
Though,
my
like just a
god.
single day is like $90.
Yeah, I almost got the like Black Friday thing, and I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to go. Much less, I'm kind of like, I don't know. It's more of like an expo than anything. It's kind of cool to swing by, but ninety
Well, now
dollars.
it's also like they are very more like Too Many Games is much more voice actor centered, which is fine, but like that's not like I like going to conventions to see what interesting panels they have. Like almost like it's a conference,
Oh yeah, yeah,
right? Like that's my type of thing.
yeah,
And I lament that it has been a lot of cons don't really do that anymore or have a balance of that. It's almost all like here's oh my gosh, excuse me. That was weird. Here's like meeting greets with your favorite voice actors or YouTubers or Twitch streamers
yeah,
or pro gamers or stuff like that. So, um, but yeah, no, it was very much like I vibed with the Atari Party like it was a third space type of thing.
yeah,
Like I still had happy moments. I'm still very happy with my life overall, but like 2025 was the most stressful year of my life, and it's not even fucking close. Like it's
oof,
been a blur, and it's not even just the political stuff that we've touched on a myriad of times.
yeah,
It's like just stuff going on in like finances. I'll just be straight up. Finances were stressful. Well, things are getting better now, but like
mm,
one of the most stressful years of my life for that reason. And that was the last time for a long time I felt genuine, no strings attached, just joy. Just and
yeah,
every time, because I live pretty close to it, um, and I'm in that area I'm in that area a lot. So every time I would drive by it, I would just be like, yeah. Every time I would
yeah.
drive past the location, I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And
Oh,
same thing again this year. Like I left that convention and immediately had to go back to painting my house, and I just was so depressed the
right.
rest of the weekend because I went from like this just pure joy, just so much fun, just so like freeing, and then having to come back to real life so quickly with the
Yeah,
painting, so quickly.
that's why I take
Um,
off the Monday after conventions now, almost exclusive, almost every single time, especially Magfest because that one's just intense on the body. It's all overnight. 24 hours for like 4 days straight. Not that I'm up for 4 days straight, but still up late for several
yeah.
days in a row. And it's just like I come back and I need to recoup in mind, body, and spirit. And it's depressing. Like the con funk is real. Like after I leave,
Hmm.
the freaking whoa, your face is now it's just a horrible facsimile. It's like you killed somebody and are wearing their face.
Did it fix itself yet?
No, not at all.
Hold on. Ready?
What the heck? Oh,
I just turned my camera off and back on. I'm hoping.
okay.
Oh, yeah, you can see the picture there.
Oh, hey, sick. That's because
What?
you're not full screened anymore.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Here, let me just pull it up real
Oh,
quick.
wait, hold on. Before you make me full screen.
Sick.
Ah, damn it. Oh, yeah. Here, hold on. But while you're there,
Yeah.
give me 2 seconds. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah. If your screen share
Hold
doesn't
up.
work, we can just do this. Yeah, I completely lost
Here
all
we go.
train of thought that I was saying because your face just turned into a
There's the Toad
nightmare.
one I was telling you about.
Tighten D's nuts. That's funny.
Isn't that great?
Wow.
That's a still frame from the episode.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
wild.
That's the wildest part, is that this is real. Somebody didn't just like Photoshop this. Also, I
Now we
love
know for
the
the future.
you brought up a you brought back a phrase that I haven't heard in a while that I think we should bring back, which is shit eating grin. When you were describing how he looks,
Doesn't he have a shit-eating grin?
it's
He's
a
like,
total
oh,
shit. He's
yeah,
like,
baby.
oh yeah,
Tighten these nuts,
can
you
tighten
bitch.
these
Like, that's
nuts.
what he looks um, oh, it's so funny.
Oh.
But yeah, so Atari Party was fucking awesome. And something like real quick before I throw it back over to you, just you reminded me of like the third space bit of the conversation. I was one of the guests that I recorded with, Nate Lockhart, super he's an awesome guy. Really love getting to chat with him. Um he we were talking about like, one of the questions I asked people, like, because a lot of people, like, he's from New York, like upstate New York. I'm like, why are you traveling so far for a 4-hour event?
Yeah.
Right, like it's not like it's a convention that's going on all weekend, that's an all-day event. It's a 4-hour event.
Right. Not even all of one day.
Yes, not even all of one day. It's a very, and so one of the things he was talking about is like it's nice to just be with felt like enthusiasts, just people that have similar interests to you. And I forget exactly how it transitioned to this, but it made me realize the reason that it's almost like bizarrely hard, like when you do a podcast or what this is, talk Tuesday, like a talk show, and you are diving into specific things that you're really passionate about, the experiences you're passionate about. Why is it so hard to do that outside of a content creation standpoint? It almost feels weird to do it outside of a content creation standpoint. And I don't know why. Is it like, capitalism brain, or is it something else? And like, it could be capitalism brain. Like, that's definitely probably a part of it, or the need to be productive, the unhealthy need to be consistently productive.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, humans do feel good when you're productive. You want to feel accomplished, and so there's a balancing act. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But it came to realize, like, the reason podcasts are so fun is they're like mini conventions with you and however many other people.
Yeah.
Like because if you think about it, like, you really can't talk about this stuff often outside of at work or at home. And not because my wife will listen to me talk about games, but she's not into that. So like, if I didn't have the podcast, she'd go crazy with me, just like at home.
Yeah.
Like,
She's like, I need you to have somewhere to put this that's not in my head.
Exactly.
Oh, see, I feel like I'm the opposite. Like, I feel like I started the experience point because I had so many good conversations like this with people, that I was like, why don't we just set up a microphone and just like, or a camera, and just like do what we normally do. Which is why I kind of play things so loose and conversational, is just because like this is what we were gonna do anyway. So let's put the camera on, and it's you're exaggerating a little bit. You're doing bits and you're playing it up, but for the most part, it's like, yeah, these are the conversations we were gonna have anyway. So and that's like what Police and I do all day, is just talk about.
We're not video chatting my dick right now.
Oh, I've still got it pulled up on my second monitor.
Oh, you got it pulled up, baby.
Oh, it's up. I am video chatting your dick makes it sound like your dick has a separate account. I got it. Well, okay, so I got to video chat Josh, and then I have to video chat Josh's dick. Oh my god!
I was gonna try to think up. Never mind. I'm gonna let this part die. But no, I was just thinking of like the podcasts are like little mini conventions, like little mini third spaces. Yeah, and it's really, but like going to a convention like consistently would be too overwhelming. It would also kind of lose kind of the specialness of it, and it almost feels like maybe the podcast or whatever it may be is like. Or like, it doesn't even have to be content creation, right? If you take out content creation, if you do like a book club type of thing, book clubs would satisfy the same thing, whether it's a video game style book club or a genuine, once a month meeting book club type of thing. Like D&D is like this, a lot of tabletop RPG stuff like that too. Yeah, it really got me thinking about like, maybe podcasts are just like little mini conventions for you and like two other
Yeah.
people to chat and be and hang out and whatnot.
I wonder if it's the
Um,
focused nature of it. Even for D and
yes.
D, it's like we are going to take time to sit down and talk about a specific thing, or we're going to, like for D and D, we're all going to sit down and we're going to play make believe together, and that's the focus. And it might meander a bit, but for the most part, it's like this. We're here for this. If you're just out
And,
and you're, talking, I don't know. I don't go to frequent bars very often, but like if you're just talking to somebody at a bar, the conversation is gonna. There's so much to distract you, and you got to order drinks, you got to order food, you got to, the conversation is
but
gonna
even
go in.
like imagine going to a bar with a friend for the sole purpose of having a conversation about Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah,
Right? Like that's just weird. Like
I would do
is
it.
it is that
I want to do it.
well, like you set up a specific time and date. We're
Yeah,
gonna meet at this bar at this time. We're gonna get some drinks and we're gonna talk Ninja Gaiden.
yeah,
Like that sounds weird, but actually when I lay it out like that, I'm like, let's fucking do that.
I
Are you
know.
kidding me?
There's a freaking barcade near me that would be awesome to do that at.
But the thing is though, like how long would you talk about Ninja Gaiden? Would you go into depth like you do in a podcast? Like it almost feels weird to like have that like in depth like structured analysis
Yeah,
at a bar. Like
yeah.
it's just it feels like the wrong format. But like, why do I feel the need to do this for content at the same time? It's I
Mm,
part of it's like you like making content. It's the productive nature of it.
yeah,
So I
and
don't know.
capitalism, like you
I've been,
mentioned.
I've been yeah. I think sometimes we place like don't get me wrong. There's a lot of problems in our country due to a lot of different things, but sometimes I feel like some of the things get overblown
Hmm.
because people just want a villain, even if the villain isn't 100% the villain. Like it's like I would say in this specific instance, I would at least for me on a very personal level, I would say it's like 30% capitalism. The rest is like I just like doing this. You know, there's other parts, like it's like 80% capitalism.
Yeah.
I think sometimes I don't know. I've just been lamenting the it's all this or all that. Like there's no nuance anymore. I
Yeah.
can't stand the
Oh my
I
god.
there
Hmm.
without going too further because this could be a really big conversation.
Yeah, we're already
Um
over an hour into.
there was that Amanda Smile Takes page. I don't know if you're a fan. I know I've said it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
But she had a whole thing recently where she was talking about like you have like she was talking about the Israel Gaza stuff, right? And um he is very clear like, what's happening is a genocide. Like she is not like at least in the content I've seen, she's not like
Hmm.
this is a big thing. But one thing she talks about is like just because you are on the right side of history with this, like with left leaning things, like you still have to be careful because a lot of times like if you have basically what she was trying to say is like there is anti-Semitism on the left as well because anytime you disagree with someone they call you a Zionist or something
Right.
like that. And she's like two things can be true. You can defend Jewish people and also not be a Zionist.
Right.
Like that, and that's kind of the point she was trying to make. But every time she was saying it, she was getting attacked from literally all sides of the aisle. Like
Yeah.
people on the far left were like, "Oh no, you're just a Zionist. You're just," because I think something that she brought up was that like there was like a survey where like the like of Jewish voters leaning left or right, and the majority of them still leaned left, but it was less than previous because there's been a rise in anti-Semitism from the left as well. And people are like, "Oh, you're just like forgiving Zionists." She's like, "There are going to be people like that." She's like, "I'm not denying that, but at the same time, you can't just assume like you're assuming they're Zionists with no evidence.
Right.
You're assuming, and that will then drive more people away from your cause because you're leaping to conclusions based off of your own perceptions."
Yeah, and the other end is
Um,
you can't criticize Israel. You must be anti-Semitic.
and it's Miss Rachel apparently. Did you see that?
Wait, really?
So whatever it was, there is a top 10 list of top 10 anti-Semites
Uh huh.
for 2025. I forget who
Was this
released
Fox
it.
News?
I don't know. Know what's fucked up? Miss Rachel was number 2.
Number two, like
Number 2.
of the top.
of the top 10.
What did she
Know
say?
who was
Jesus.
she's just pro she's just pro Palestine.
Oh,
That's
which
all it is.
means
She's not even
by
she's
default.
literally not even saying anything against Jewish people. She is literally just saying like
Yeah.
there's a genocide happening in Palestine and we need
Why do you
to
hate
protect.
Jews?
And she's like, we need to save Gazan children. That's literally all she's doing. We have to save children. And where is it
Yeah.
being affected? This is where she's focusing on.
So what you're
So she's
saying
number.
is the Holocaust was a good thing because you hate Jewish people? That's what I'm
And
hearing?
so she's number 2. Know who's not on the list at all?
Let me guess, Kanye West.
No. Oh, actually, that's a good damn good. I don't think he was.
I feel like he should be
Um,
number one.
Nick Fuentes.
Oh my god, wait, the not QAnon,
He's a
the
neo-Nazi.
Gerpers, Gooners,
Yep.
Edgers, whatever the hell they're called.
Yep. Isn't that fucked up?
Oh my god.
But anyway, so I know we went down a heavy rabbit hole, and I don't want to stay on that too long because it's not really the place for it. But like, it's what is it? It's just the lack of nuance has been something that I've been very much lamenting
Yeah.
recently.
Oh
And
yeah.
that recent example from Amanda Smile Takes was just the thing that popped up. You know, she's like, you got to be careful because if anytime you bring up saying anything like you just accuse some like anything Jewish like if you're trying to defend a Jewish person or even Israel related, even if you're not defending Israel and you get called a Zionist, like that's a crazy leap.
Yeah.
And now you're alienating a whole voter base based off your perception. Like you two things can be true at once.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times people forget that.
They sure do, and it's easy to fall into that because, you know, of everything, gestures broadly at everything. Yeah, we definitely need to come back to nuance and exploring it. And Police and I have had some conversations that are like, probably will not leave this house because it's like you have to be. I'm like, you know me, you know my heart, and I'll bring up something, or she'll say the same thing, and we'll talk about it for hours and hours and hours, and it's just like I feel like I can't talk about this with even like our friends who are like very leftist, because it's gonna sound like we're being in defense of right wing things, even though we're obviously not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's things like this wasn't the one that we had a huge conversation about, but like there's a ton of misogyny in the gay community. There's a ton of like blackfishing and cultural appropriation in the gay community, but it's like you can't talk about that because then it sounds like you're being homophobic. Yeah,
And then that detracts from like real issues within the community too. Like but do you see that H Bomber Guy video on James Somerton?
no, I don't know most of the words you just said to me.
Okay. If you ever want like a wild rabbit hole to go down, it's a long video. Kind of, it's like these videos are long in the same length of like a Tim Rogers video,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Like hours long. So H Bomber Guy is a YouTuber. He doesn't release a lot of content, but when he does, the last 2 videos of his have made waves, like headlines, like career ruining, not for him, but for other people.
Whoa.
Career ruining headlines for other people. So he did because he hasn't released a video in 2 years. 2 years, but his last video got 39 million views.
Whew.
And the video prior to that was over a year old. So he released 2 videos in 1 year, and both of them, like the most recent one was on plagiarism. That was 3 hours and 51 minutes, and then the Roblox oof.mp3 video, which was an hour 57.
Is that where that sound comes
2
from? The ooh.
He wanted to do a video about a deep dive into where because that sound was like really popular. You know,
Yeah.
it's in like lots of videos. It's a meme.
I was gonna say I know it from TikToks.
So he dug deep and he uncovered one of the most wild. So, man, this could go on a bit of a tangent. So I'm going to try to let me pare it down really quick.
Okay.
Um,
We do still
'cause
have a
otherwise
lot of Game
Yeah, that's
Awards
what I'm
stuff.
saying. Like I don't want to take up all the time. Um, so I'll keep it at this. So if the Roblox oof video, watch it because he investigates the etymology, the origin of that sound
Hmm.
of point that sound effect, and goes down a rabbit hole to a point where there is a video game developer or composer legend who's no longer a legend anymore because he basically ruined his whole career.
Oh,
He was able to completely shatter this guy's this basically this guy ends up being like a complete like I've known for a little while this guy was an asshole because
okay.
of a different podcast I listened to, but this video when it dropped, the dude his last post on Twitter for a while, and it still is, I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, was his dad passing away, and he hasn't posted since in like 4 years.
Oh.
Um, and I mean, I feel bad for him losing his dad, regardless of him being a piece of shit outside of this. Um, but like,
But this kind of scared him off the
he
internet.
he's not on the. In fact, it was recently shown that he's playing professional backgammon under an alias because he doesn't want the association
What?
with his video game. It's a fucking wild thing,
That's
man.
absurd. I can't believe
Um,
Grant Kirkhope fell so far. No,
Not him,
it
thank
would
God.
never. It would never be Grant Kirkhope.
The video I was referring to though was plagiarism on YouTube,
Okay.
and he did a nearly 4 hour video about plagiarism on YouTube, and he goes through a bunch of different like YouTubers, even touches on AVGN for a little bit,
Hmm.
but the one he focuses on is a dude named James Somerton, who
Okay.
is he is a YouTuber, was a YouTuber who did like video essays on like LGBTQ plus themes in movies and talking like breaking down like like how this is queer coded and stuff like that, and it was like something really interesting, like something that people found really interesting, and art objectively is really interesting. Problem is that he showed that he plagiarized like 80% of his work,
Oh God.
and the worst part is that he was plagiarizing it from other queer creators, other queer writers,
Okay.
and did not give them any credit. And so, but if you tried to call him out on it, then he called you homophobic. And so
Right.
he was using that as a shield. The reason I thought about it is because what you said, like how if you bring up a topic, people will like use certain things as a shield instead of addressing a serious issue.
Hmm.
And so and that's when unfortunately that's up to like the person has to really like if someone's coming at you, you have to like look at it from a lens of like who's coming at me, like is it a friend or is it a stranger on the internet, and is like where's the argument coming from. So like with like I don't know, I was referencing what you were saying, how like sometimes you're afraid to bring certain topics up because you'd be criticized, you'd be called something that you're not, type of thing.
Yeah.
And that like this James Somerton thing is exactly that. People would try to address it, and he's like, "Oh, you're just you're homophobic," and it's
Yeah.
like, "No, you literally stole people's work."
Right. That's not the problem. You being gay is not the problem here. Gay people do
Exactly.
shitty things. Like doesn't mean gay.
I'd
know.
be it's crazy. So H Bomber guy, dude, if you want like some wild rabbit holes to go down, check out H Bomber guy. I mean, it's literally bomber spelled the way Bomber,
Mhm.
guy spelled the way you would. It's all one word. H Bomber guy
The name
on
sounds
YouTube.
familiar.
He's from the UK. I don't want to say British. I don't really. He
Yeah.
might be Welsh. He might be. I don't fucking
He's
know. I can't ever
English.
tell accents. Um.
He's from Liverpool.
Yeah. So it's just it's crazy. So yeah. It's worth watching. But yeah. Anyway, I kind of cut you off there. But it's H Bomber guy, man. Fucking. He ended 2 careers. He ended the YouTuber's career and the game composer's career on the Roblox video.
That's wild. What a legacy.
It's a fast watch too. Like it's not fast literally, but like it's so well edited and
Yeah.
written that like you don't realize how it's going by. It's great.
Yeah. Love that. Well, so you had a good Thanksgiving is what I'm hearing.
Well, I had a good Atari party.
Oh yeah, that's
I
what I
had a
meant.
good
The
Atari.
Atari party. Cool.
And we don't have to touch on this now. But the last thing I experienced was watch the first half of the new Stranger Things season.
Ooh, okay. Very broad thoughts because I haven't watched it yet.
It's good.
Okay.
It's really fucking good. It ends on a good cliffhanger.
Yeah. There's what, two
there
parts? There's like, was this the first half of the season and the next one's coming out?
Yes, the next half is coming out on December 25th, and then the
Okay.
finale. Apparently, I actually sent a picture, sent a text to my wife because they just announced it. The Stranger Things finale is going to be played in theaters, and it's 2 hours and 5 minutes
I
long.
saw that. So the last episode is on its own, two and a
Yeah,
half hours long.
2 hours and five
Or
minutes.
two,
Yeah,
yeah, holy shit, that's wild.
I
Oh
mean
my
they're
god.
not episodes; these are full movies
Yeah,
at this point.
it's like the Attack on Titan. Like they did like 17 parts for the final season. Like
It's crazy. I love it though. I was talking to my wife and I was saying how like I think this is like one of the best shows ever. Like it's just they consistently have a high level of quality.
yeah.
Season 2 for me was the low mark of the whole series and
Really?
that's crazy. Yeah, I thought it was fine. It wasn't bad. It just like I thought season 3 was great. I thought season 4 was like for me season 4 was the best season, followed by season 1, then 3, then 2. I don't know where season 5 is going to be just
Oh
yet. So
wow. I think just
I loved season 4.
that's interesting. I loved certain aspects of it, but I would say maybe in my order would have been bottom to top. Um, 4, 2, 3, 1. I think I like the
Okay,
first
so
season
1
the
was your
best.
favorite season.
Yeah.
First season is fantastic. Like I don't like oh man, that show what I was telling her about, what I was talking to my wife about was like that show is such a great 80s homage but not
Yeah.
in a pandering way. Like I
Yeah.
feel like too often like I love just thinking of things that are inspired by the 80s, like Grand Theft Auto Vice City
Yeah.
or which was kind of set it off, which is 20 years ago, which is crazy. But
Oh,
Grand Theft Auto Vice City or Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon
Hotline
or
Miami.
Hotline Miami or what's the Kung Fury, right? The video.
Yes. Wait,
Um
aren't they doing a full length sequel to that?
it's already made, but it's hung up in legal limbo.
Lame.
Yeah. But it's but like all those are very tongue in cheek. Like it is like we are taking the 80s and this is the 80s on, this is it's almost like a facsimile of the 80s, right? Like
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
it's taking the most extreme, fucking neon like Wet Dream with fucking what's the music,
Synthwave. Yeah.
synthwave Fever Dream, like it's all that type of shit, and I love that stuff. I
Yeah.
love that like vibe, but that's not what the 80s were like. You go back and watch, go back and watch Breakfast Club and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's the 80s, like in a different aspect. So what I love about Stranger Things is it kind of does a very earnest like depiction of the 80s. I'm saying it's accurate. I'm just saying it's earnest. Like it's trying to be very like of the time, and like even the film, like the storytelling nuance, like the storytelling methods
Yeah.
and the filmmaking, it's like all of it is very 80s
The acting too, like
in
the
a not in the
performances.
acting. And I don't know if it's just like the crazy thing is like I have nostalgia for the 80s, even though I don't like didn't really, I was born in 89, like I didn't really live in the 80s.
Yeah. We were
um
fetuses for
yeah,
we were barely
we were
alive for the 80s.
we were feti.
Feti.
But like I just think like why is this so much better? It can't be just that it's the 80s, but I do think there is something to be said of like the tropes and like the storytelling like methods and the cinematography of the 80s. I just think is very timeless in a weird way.
Mm.
I think you can see it in this show because it's like it took a lot of those stylistic choices and just put it with better, they have 30 40 plus years of technology on top of that, better cameras, better equipment, better special effects, better um a lot of better stuff. The only thing I would say that's and speaking of special effects reminding me of this, the only thing I would say is a detractor for the season is Vecna's a little bit more CG than he was in the fourth season, which was
Okay.
like if you saw behind the scenes stuff, like he was in a bodysuit, like it was
Yeah.
crazy. Like yeah, they added like special effects to make him more slimy looking and shit like that, but he was in like a
Yeah, it
bodysuit
was
that looked
practical.
fucking it was awesome.
Yeah.
He looks a lot more CG. He's a very CG in this, but it's not, once again,
Okay.
it doesn't really detract too much.
Yeah.
It's not like bad. It's just kind of like, oh man, I can tell you used more CG in this than last time. So it is
Mm.
what it is. But it's great. I'm like, I cannot wait for the end of the series because it's such a beautiful series. I love
Yeah.
it.
I think we've forgotten, like, as a whole, how impactful and iconic this show has been on media. Maybe because it's
Yeah,
been out, it's been on hiatus, so to speak, for how many years now? Like 3 years. Uh,
I'll look up the seasons right now as you're talking.
yeah, like the
3 years. Yeah,
yeah,
season 4 came out in 2022,
that's nuts. I like that
and
was like,
season 3 was 2019.
jeez, yeah, like this was like the event of the summer. Like every year it came out. Because I think all previous ones aside from this one have been in the summer. I think, right?
Yes. Well, so the first season was July of 2016. Second season was October of 2017,
Oh,
excuse me. Third season was July. That was on purpose though, because that season featured like, like county fairs type of vibe. Like
yeah,
that was
yeah.
like a story point in the season. I or actually yeah. Um but like season 3 and 4 had moments that went viral that lasted longer than a week. Like Never Ending Story from season 3
Yeah,
lasted a long fucking time. And then fucking Kate Bush with Running Up
yeah,
That Hill and season that song still is great. It
yeah.
is such a and it still is like, it's nowhere near as popular as it was, 3 years ago, but like it was more popular 3 years ago than it was when it
When
came
it
out
first
back in
came
the
out,
80s.
yeah, which is absurd to me. Like I can't even fathom that. Could you
It,
imagine putting
it
something out? Could you imagine putting a piece of music out and people are like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty good," and then 20 years later, or no, 40 years
mm,
later, people are like, "Oh my god, this fucking slaps!" And you're like, "Where were you? Where were you then? I could
I
have used that money then."
it's just so good, man. And I think also it goes to their like the Duffer Brothers with how they use the music. Like Never Ending Story
Yeah,
was a gag, but that turned into like this very beautiful, hopeful moment,
yeah,
but still funny at the same time. And then Running Up That Hill turned into like one of the most emotionally dramatic moments of the entire show
yeah.
that I still get chills thinking about the scene.
Hmm. I'm just hoping. I do too, and yet I also, one of my biggest gripes is that it's established now and it's gone long enough that I feel like we started to get a little bit plot armory, especially in that last one. I'm sure they're gonna kill off one or multiple characters in this season, like of the kids. But I
Well, I don't I something someone was talking about that actually on Threads, which I don't really go on there very often, but they're
mm,
like Game of Thrones fucked us up because now like if there's a really dramatic show, i.e. Stranger Things or whatever, then it doesn't then people are like waiting for characters to die. Like that's the epitome of like, a serious show. Like that if you can't be serious if you don't have a main character die at some point. And it's like
I'm
I
not.
don't know. I didn't really feel very plot armory. Like the fact that I will say this. This doesn't spoil anything. The fact that what's the dude from season 4? I can't think of the character's name. That everyone
Eddie.
Eddie.
Yeah,
Eddie is like there. He is still a part of the plot in this, in the sense that like there's mourning happening
yeah,
still.
yeah.
And like I think they were smart by like bringing in characters that you fall in love with and then killing them off. Um, in season 2 with Sean Astin. right?
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert for those. Season 4 with Eddie. I can't remember the actor's name who plays Eddie, but
Uh,
um,
is it Joe Keery?
no, that's
Oh,
Joe
that's
Keery, Steve
that's
Harrington.
Steve. Yeah. Uh,
Um, uh, even Billy, DeCraig Montgomery is the actor, but Billy,
yeah.
Max's brother, who once again, spoiler alert for those who have not seen Stranger Things, dies in season 3. Like the way it happens is like he
Oh
has this redemption arc, and it's like tragic and beautiful. And
yeah.
I think I think too often we're expecting the main characters to die. Um, though actually with there's oh man, I can't say something. There's a really cool thing they do with a character in season 5 that I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay.
I don't want to put it in your mind or anything like that. But like they do such a good job. Like even Barb from season 1, people
Yeah.
still remember Barb from season 1,
But
right?
it was like it wasn't necessarily what was memorable was that she didn't deserve it, or like
yes,
but I think I don't know. I'm not in the camp that I'm like you can't be a serious show unless you're killing off your main characters. I just think with the level of like with the stuff that they've gone through, it just doesn't make sense that all of them are still alive. And certain scenes where it's like we've seen like I think about there's a scene if you're still catching up on Stranger Things, I'm going to talk around. I won't say specifics, but there's a scene in season 4 where something bad happens to a character who's not a main character, and they're like basically torn apart. And then the same sort of thing happens to one of the main characters, and they're more or less okay. They do not die. That's the thing where I'm like, okay, I feel like it would have made more sense for this character to die, even though I don't want them to because I like this character. That's where I feel it's kind of plot armory, where it's like, why do the kids get special treatment? I guess when it's like they're all going through the same things, it's like why do they just always happen to be getting out unscathed? It's a bit, I don't know, takes me out of it, I guess. Again, I don't
okay.
want them to die. I love all of them. I just think it's getting a
It
bit.
doesn't. I guess that's it just didn't take me out of it.
Okay.
That is just my own personal
Yeah.
preference with it. I shouldn't say it just didn't do that to me. So
Yeah.
I can see what you're saying though.
Word. I'm still stoked to watch it. I'm gonna have to see if any theaters near me are playing that finale because that would be cool to see in with a bunch of
Dude,
people.
so from what I can see too, it's 4 episodes are out right now. 3 episodes will be out on December. The next 3 will be out on December 25th.
Hmm.
And then the finale will air in theaters, and it will also be on Netflix. But it'll be out in theaters on December 31st and January 1st. Those are the 2 days you can go watch it.
Nice. New Year's.
So I messaged Courtney. I'm like, date night?
Yeah. They're so smart too about always releasing these around holidays because it's like, yeah, everyone's home, where it's like in the summer where like kids are off, or around like 4th of July where people, get off if it's on a weekday. Christmas, New Year's. Yeah, I'm stoked. I feel like I've invested so much in this show. Like I remember when that first season came out and I was like telling people about like
Same.
imagine
I was an early adopter as well.
imagine like telling somebody about Stranger Things. Like everybody knows this show now. It's huge. It's larger than life. But at the time, it was just like, hey, there's this weird ass show on Netflix about it's kind of like The Goonies but terrifying.
I think like it just I don't know. I think it just I think it really just kind of scratches an itch like that we've been missing for a while. Like sci-fi horror isn't something we get a lot of.
Yeah, that's my favorite kind of horror. So,
and if you do, it's just reboots of Alien and Predator. Which once again,
right.
there's been some good ones. There's been a lot of bad, but there's been some really good ones too.
Yeah, I really want to see the new Predator. I haven't seen it yet.
I want to see it too. I loved Prey.
Yeah, I heard
Prey
it's
was
good.
fucking
Whoa, you
fantastic.
became a nightmare cubism.
I don't know why it's doing that.
That's so funny. You know what? This is such a deep cut. You look like oh no, I know you haven't seen this because I brought it up before. There's a character in the movie Mirror Mask named Valentine that I feel like you kind of look like right now.
Do you want me to turn off my camera and back on?
No, that's okay. It's slowly, it's like super weird, and then it slowly goes away over time. Okay, now it's making it
I'm gonna
worse.
see if I.
You're agitating the pixels. Oh my god.
It's getting. Oh my
Oh,
god.
it's so weird. You look like you have like a bad tighten these nuts. You look like you have a bad Snapchat filter on. Anyway,
That's so strange.
last question that I do have about Stranger Things before we can move on. How do they handle the children getting older? Is it like a 3-year time jump, or do they just not address it?
No, they just don't really address it. And I
Okay.
think it's honestly, to me, it's forgivable because the kids, even though they're in their early 20s now,
Yeah.
they look like they could be like teens in high school,
Okay.
right?
There's a lot you can do with makeup and the right
And
angles
there's
and
I
lighting.
think well, I also think there's maybe one or two scenes in the school. Like there's so little time spent in school.
Hmm.
That like you don't really have a chance to be like these guys look out of place in here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like it that they there is like a school element that has a major point, and actually I think there's going to be something that happens to a character, and the character is kind of I don't want to say anything. I don't want
Okay.
to say anymore. It's nothing like once again. Actually, the thing I was going to try to allude to, it's not spoilery, but I think it's like you will feel at the end of the 4 episodes there needs to be justice for this character,
Okay.
but it's not like a major plot event at the same time.
Okay.
It's a major character part, but it's not a major plot event.
Got it. Okay. Well, I'm stoked to get into it. I can't believe that I haven't yet. But I've been experiencing a lot of
love it.
other things lately.
Yes. I've. This was supposed to be quick after Atari Party.
Oh, right.
It
It always
even
is.
got. And speaking of Atari Party, I got a spinny pen. Look at that.
Nice.
That you can't see on the camera, but it spins at the top spin.
Spinning so
See
good.
that?
Spin me right
You
round.
can't hear it.
I heard it a little.
You see if you can hear it while I'm talking like that.
No, not really. Dang, Discord.
Anyway.
Yeah, let me speed run a couple of the things that I have experienced. You can see more about these things as I am posting reviews of them on the Experience Point social medias, namely Instagram. Beat Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Holy shit. That game is good. My literal only gripe is that it's so short. And that's just because I want it to be longer. It's not because it feels like it should have been longer. Like the story takes it feels good about how long it takes. They could have easily padded it out with a couple more hours and been fine, but I kind of and I would have preferred that, but it's not necessary. I haven't beaten Ninja Gaiden 4 yet. So I can't say for sure, but either Ninja Gaiden 4 or Ragebound are going to be my game of the year. They're both excellent. Excellent.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I started Shinobi as well. I Art of Vengeance. My copy finally freaking came in. Really cool. I like Shinobi a lot. I wanted to play it right after Ragebound to kind of compare and contrast the two. Shinobi is a great action game. From what I've played so far, which is only a few hours. I'm sad that it got better reviews than Ninja Gaiden because I think Ninja Gaiden does more interesting things. Shinobi feels like a game I've played before, just done really well. Ninja Gaiden feels almost like something entirely new. Like it's the mechanics I've mentioned before of like the aura mechanic, and it almost, I was explaining this to a friend, it almost feels like a rhythm game. And if you read my review for it, the layout of the levels are so intentional that it's like once you get that flow state down and you get the momentum going, you're just like parry, jump. Like you can do a spinning attack that's kind of like the vertical spin power up from the original. You can do that whenever you want. You can just do like one one swipe, and if you time that, you can bounce off of enemies' heads. So there'll be like staircased enemies going up to another platform that if you get just right, it'll just be like doing, 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 and you're going up, up, up higher, and now you're at a higher part of the level, and it's just like you're like, oh my god, it just feels so good. It feels so good to play.
Sorry, is this Ninja Gaiden or is this Shinobi?
Ragebound.
Ninja Gaiden, okay.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound feels it feels like an incredible, at its best, it feels like a rhythm game. I was saying Shinobi.
No, I just wasn't sure. I heard, I was listening to everything you said, but like I got confused because you mentioned both and I couldn't quite remember which one you jumped into. So, okay, so Ragebound feels like a rhythm game.
Yeah, I was saying Shinobi feels like a great action game, platforming action game, but it feels like something I've played before. It just feels like it was done really well. So, like, awesome on its own merit. I just think Ninja Gaiden Ragebound does more things in more interesting ways that I'm gonna go back to Ninja Gaiden Ragebound before I think I'll go back to Shinobi. And I'm guessing this because I haven't beaten Shinobi yet, but oh my god. And we were talking about the right level of difficulty earlier, where you were like, I feel challenged and kind of spurred on by the game. That is so Ragebound. The way that it's like, you're like, oh damn, that was hard, but I knew what I did wrong every time. I was like, I should have dodged there. I saw the cue and I didn't do it, and it killed me. Or I knew that I should have parried this or done this. It feels fair and it feels challenging, and it's hard. It's hard because it's Ninja Gaiden, but it never feels like, what the fuck was I supposed to do there? It always feels like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. Let me give it one more try. And then, I don't think any of the bosses, aside from a couple towards the end, took me more than 10 tries. Which maybe there are a couple standout really difficult ones now that I think about it, but for the most part, it's like 5 or 6 tries, and you're like, okay, like I've done this enough times that I'm like, now I'm getting good at it. You're starting to style on him a little bit. You're starting to be like, ooh, I can get in a couple of hits here while he's doing this animation, or I can jump and throw a shuriken and hit him right here. The way that you start to optimize your routes again, it feels kind of like a rhythm game. Yeah, sure you can. Wrong franchise, but yeah, loved it. I like Shinobi a lot. I'll probably play that tomorrow for Wildcard Wednesday. And I started playing. I'm still playing Death Stranding 2. Still loving it. Playing that off stream. That's my I decided I'm gonna have an off stream game that I'm gonna play. That's just for me and my very limited free time. Still liking that a lot. I started to play a new Pokemon game. And it's not Legends ZA or AZ or whatever the heck it's called.
Legends Arceus?
No, I'm playing a fan game. I haven't played a ROM hack in a while, and I saw something just came across my socials that was like new fan hack. It's called Pokemon Lazarus, and it takes place in a region that's based off of Greece, which is cool. So there's a lot of Greek mythology hints in the stories and things like that. It's like a completely original story. There's 400 Pokemon from a lot of things that's cool about these ROM hacks is they'll bring in Pokemon from the new Switch games, fully recreated as sprites. It's based off of Emerald, so it's a Game Boy Advance game basically, but it's got Pokemon from the new Switch games in it, which is super rad. Just a lot of quality of life improvements that Nintendo freaking refuses to put in, different difficulty settings, a freaking quest tracker. I was like, how have we never had a quest tracker in this game where it's oh, I can look at any time and be like, wait, who am I supposed to go talk to? What am I supposed to do now? And it'll be like, I'll look and it'll be like, go to this town. But not only that, not only your main quest, but your side quests. It'll be like you can go through and be like, oh, there's a guy in such and such town that wants you to catch a Blitzel and show it to him because he wants to see a yellow and black striped Pokemon. And it's like, okay, I would have forgotten that. But it's just right there, and like in your Pokedex. I'm like, what? Nintendo, come on. But I'm liking that a lot so far. I just got that, on my phone. So when I have, downtime at work, or if I'm, on the bus to work, I've been playing that. I've also been, I didn't have this written down to talk about, but I continued, and I'm gonna finish it this time. Reading Air Gear, the manga. It's the only manga that I've ever like. I guess Berserk now is added to that. But Air Gear, the rollerblading, it's basically Jet Set Radio, the manga.
Okay.
I kind of gave up part of the way through, and I kind of see why they stopped making the anime. They stopped the anime after one season. Super awesome anime. It's very horny. The manga is very horny. So if you can get past some of the like really egregious fan service stuff,
let's go.
Let's go. There's a really cool story there. It just gets really, really convoluted. Like the power creep isn't even a thing. It's like just straight up power pedophile. You're going from creep to pedophile. It starts off as like a bunch of kids trying to rollerblade. I'm gonna be the best rollerblader. To like, now I'm almost at the end, and it's like, we're waging war against the world, and there's fucking fighter jets, and it's like, what? Where did we get? Can we go back to just rollerblading and just trying to be like first person to get to this street wins? No, we're like blowing up countries. There's a character, literal Obama himself is in the manga, and he switches places with a high school girl from Japan. It's just gone completely bonkers. Yeah, I said what I said, and I can't even give you any context.
I said what I meant. An elephant's faithful 100%. Okay.
Air Gear is bonkers 100%. But yeah, I have to finish that because it was one of my favorite animes when it was on TV, and God, that soundtrack. Oh, another Jet Set Radio connection. Hideki Naganuma did a bunch of almost all the music in that under a pseudonym, Skank Funk, which I thought was so funny. What else? Oh, I talked about wanting to see the new Predator live action. Police and I watched the Predator animated movie by the same director, Killer of Killers, which is super rad. It's on Hulu. There's 3 short stories altogether where like a predator comes down and attacks a group of it's Vikings in the first one, samurai and ninjas in the second one, which obviously was fucking awesome. And then the third story was like World War II, like predator attacks during World War II. And then there's something towards the end that connects all 3, and that is all I will say. But that was very cool. Awesome animation. Kind of felt like Arcane's art style a bit. Feels like they were biting a little bit of the Arcane apple. But overall, pretty solid. I'll have a review up on the socials pretty soon. I got a lot of review graphics to make.
Hey, you need to get on that. Stop being busy.
I know.
Stop having a job.
How dare I have 2 jobs and try to stream 4 days a week?
You're a madman. A madman.
I'm a madman. And then the last,
I was gonna say, I think it would actually make more sense to like now, like once you figure out your schedule, like with work, then start planning out like this is my graphic night, right? Or I'm just gonna make the graphics, like knock out all the graphics, and then you can schedule them for release throughout the week.
Yeah,
and then the rest of the night stream.
That's kind of what I do. I do most of the because Friday I don't stream anymore. Fighting Game Fridays is now Throwdown Thursdays. So Fridays when I come home from work, that's when I get the videos ready to go live over the weekend for YouTube of my streaming content during the week, and I'll also make a couple of graphics that for the next week. I can, while I'm at work, just post them real quick. And yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. Like, once I have more free time and less hours at the cancer center, I'm definitely going to be making more content, including emotes. Emotes and a Discord server are coming. I promise you that. I promise you that. And I promise me that. And I promise you that, Josh. But the last thing that I experienced, and this was something I've been wanting to do for 20 years. maybe even more.
Okay.
I saw a band that I've been wanting to see for close to 20 years. You know this band. You're familiar with this band.
The Grateful Dead.
Yes. No. That I I probably should see them, the remnants of them anyway. My dad is the biggest deadhead in the world. No, it's a band from Japan.
Oh, you're wearing their shirt then.
Hey! I was going to say, did you see my shirt?
I did. Flow, baby.
Yeah. So Flo had a concert called Naruto the Rock, and which is just so funny and so Japanese. Where they're doing a world tour right now, and they're just playing their own and a bunch of and all covers of other bands' Naruto openings and endings.
Did they do Fighting Dreamers?
Of course, they
We
are fighting dreamers. Tagami Ubezashite fighting dreamers. They did Fighting Dreamers. They did Remember. Just go my
right
way.
here, right now.
The energy was so. Oh my god! It was one of the best concerts I've ever been to.
That song fucking rips, dude.
Yes!
It's been so long since I've watched Naruto, but dude, that the right here, right now, right here, right now. It's such a good oh man, it's just the vibes on that song are excellent, immaculate.
All of their music is so high energy. It just believe in your dreams, and of course. I don't know why I was surprised, but it was so cool to see them in between songs just being don't give up on your dreams. People told us we'd never make it anywhere because they were like, oh, you want to make music for anime? Because I guess that wasn't really a thing. It was you were either a serious band or you made stuff for anime. And they've been doing this for 20 years, and their energy feels like it was their first show they ever played. They were so just so animated. They had some really cool crowd moments, obviously doing the wave and stuff, and everybody did the he's everybody right here, right now, bang, and everybody went bang, right, right at the same time. And they played an incredible one of their newest songs actually, which was in Boruto, which goddamn, after this I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to start watching Boruto again, because I gave up 20 episodes in. I was like, I don't know.
I gave up 20 hours in.
I gave up still a lot.
That's on average 3 episodes an hour, a little less than 3 episodes.
So 600
hours
episodes.
Would be 50 to 60 episodes.
Yeah, I think I did the math wrong then.
600.
Yeah. But they had a song. They have a song called "Golden," or maybe just "Gold." That is just excellent, and it feels like it came out 20 years ago. It feels like when I first heard it, I didn't know that it was from Boruto, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is such an anime opening song," because not all their songs sound like it. But God, it was so cool just being in a huge room full of nerds and aging millennials who were just living our dreams. It was super inspiring, and it was rad. Obviously, I got this shirt, paid entirely too much for it, but it's got the I don't know if you can really tell. It's obviously you can see the
it's like a Mount Rushmore. It looks like the Hokages, maybe.
Yeah, but then the band members are also down there.
Band members.
Yeah.
I guess it's not a Mount Rushmore. It's the mount of the Hokages at the outside of the village.
Yeah, and then
it's been a long time since I've watched Naruto.
I know. On the back, it's got all the tour dates, which is it's just cool to see. Oh yeah, I was there. So that was rad. We went to Philly for that, and we got some gentrified ass cheesesteaks. Holy shit. We went to this place that was just way too clean. Not a single person of color in there. And this is Philly. So we're oh shit. And they were fine. But where we were was more, I don't know, more of a gentrified area. I was we can go to South Street and we can get some or we can find a random bodega where that's the real stuff. But we were so tired. Our voices were shot, our bodies were shot because we were just jumping and screaming like we were 16-year-olds for a couple hours straight. And oh man, it was so rad. And we listened to their music the whole way home, and it was so much fun. 10 out of 10. That's probably not going to be my review, but it'll be up there.
9.91 out of 10.
Oh yeah. But yeah, loved it. That is about it for things I have experienced these past couple of weeks. If you have anything else, let me know. If not, we can try to get through the rest of these.
I just kept thinking up another joke where it's like the rating would be 9.31 because the 0.69 that was left over is because you didn't get a 69 there.
Wow.
It's not a good joke. I'm not gonna. We can move on. It was me just forcing a joke in there where it doesn't belong.
Can't force a 69. Consent is important. Last thing I said.
37.
Hey, last thing I experienced. I put a review up for this as well. We saw Wicked 2, Wicked for Good. Great, solid performances all around. Jonathan Bailey, give that man an award, because I actually spoiled myself on something that happens at the end because of how good his acting was. because of how bad of a liar Police is. Because he does something, and I was like, wait, did he just? I was like, wait, is he? And then she was like, I don't know. And I was like, no, I figured it out. But
I've never seen Wicked, read the books, or seen the musical, or watched the movie. So I've heard it. I've heard nothing but good things of it. And I know the music is beautiful.
Music is incredible. They're totally a visual and auditory spectacle. The costuming, the sets. Incredible. And speaking of costuming and sets, just a quick side tangent. We're almost done Andor season 2. Some of the best costuming and sets I've ever seen in anything ever. Also great stories. But Wicked, like, I don't think I liked it as much as I liked the first one, but they were still really good. I'm just gonna also say I fucking hate Glinda.
I mean, isn't that the point?
That's Ariana Grande's character. You would think that's the point, because she's so obviously an antagonist, a villain to the Alphabet character, but everybody's like, oh my god, like, she's just a secondary protagonist, and it's like, no, bitch, no, stop. But Ariana Grande.
True though.
No.
I mean, the two things can be true though. Like, she can be the secondary protagonist, which is also the antagonist. Like,
I mean, true, but they're treating her like she's just she's just misunderstood and misguided, but like she's still the heroine. No, she had every chance to change.
I don't know the story. I just know it's like, it turns out like it's basically taking the Wizard of Oz and be like, well, what if the Wicked Witch of the West was actually the good person the whole time, type of thing.
Yeah.
And the whatever, I forget what the actual character, the Wicked Witch of the West. I don't remember the hero, the good witch is
Glinda.
Name.
Yeah, it's
but I know, but like, she's not. Elphaba is the Wicked Witch of the West, but Glinda is
the Good Witch.
Just the Good Witch. Is that just what her title is?
Yeah,
like,
I don't know if she's like Good Witch of the East. I don't know if there's a cardinal direction.
Witch of the East and the Wicked Witch of the West. The Great Good Witch of the East and the Wicked Witch of the West. Oh no, it would have to be like the ecstatic, energizing Witch of the East, because it's all E's.
Oh yeah. E. But no, it was good. It was fun. Made me cry. Most things do though. Like, I cried at the Flow concert. It was so good. Because they played the opening song that plays the Closer. The closer you get to something, the tougher it is to see it. The one that is the opening for when Shikamaru and Asuna are fighting, or Asuma are fighting Hidan.
Sorry, no, I don't remember that.
Okay.
Sorry, it just something was popped up. I'm part of a big Discord thing, and a message just popped up, so I apologize about that.
It was just a really emotional moment, and they had a huge screen behind them playing like the best bits of the show of Naruto while they were doing the openings, and it's like, oh, now I'm gonna cry. But no. Anyway, we should probably speed run our way through these.
Yes.
Unless you have anything else that you experienced that you want to share.
Well, hold on. Well, let me see. Right. We could if you want to, because the Game Awards isn't until the 11th. So do we put off the second half of our predictions until the 9th?
Well,
I'm not saying we should do that. I am down. I am 100% down to speed run these last nominations. But I'm just throwing out the idea there. Do we do it 2 days before the Game Awards?
well, it is it is 2 hours in. And we only got halfway. So I'm going to say we should probably call it then.
I'm fine with I'm fine with that. I'm not trying to put it off. Like I'm good to go. I'm just putting the because it also would kind of make sense to do it right before, the event, you know. And hell, we could even like go through the whole thing, like make that, because part of it also, like we missed 2 weeks, so we were catching up on all the stuff from like from 2 weeks. So there's a lot to discuss on this one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Lot to cover for sure. And yeah, that would make it more timely. Sorry for the clickbaity title then, I guess. I said we were going to do the predictions, but that's fine.
Do Game Awards predictions part 3 for next week.
Yeah. My prediction is I'm going to be mad that Shinobi got nominated over Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. There we go. We talked about it. So therefore it counts.
And I will have to look into all the nominations, and I can give you more. Because when we were doing the first half 2 weeks ago, I was always like, I don't fucking care. Yeah. And I probably still will say I don't fucking care, but at least I will be a more informed I don't fucking care than last time.
And here's why I don't fucking care.
Because they're both Dark Souls.
Yeah! No, we couldn't get a whole episode in.
Bingo card.
Hipster
baby.
Josh rears his ugly head, his ugly pixelated head. That was wild.
You can't see me doing that.
No.
I was rear its head. I was putting my head in between the microphone stand and the wire, but I just realized it's not on camera at all.
Oh, damn you. Bots. Spam bots. Be gone. Oh, could you kill that person for me, please? Thank you.
Yep, got it.
I was like, wait, my Twitch is still pulled up on my Wrapped, or whatever they call it.
I got it.
That's why I FaceTime your dick. So callback.
That's the name of the video. That's why I FaceTime. If it wouldn't get like content ID flagged like immediately.
FaceTiming. I'm trying to figure out how to, one, for space, and two, for not getting it flagged, put the title Big Ass Sharks with Little Ass Fingertips for my next Ninja Gaiden 4 video. Because that's not a nonsense phrase. It actually is accurate to this video game.
You do $$$$.
Oh, yeah. But I don't think I have enough room to put that all on one thumbnail graphic. I'll probably do it anyway.
You just fill the whole thumbnail graphic with text.
I did that with my Dino Crisis one, because when you were in the stream and we were talking about everything being related to butts, like everything just kept being a butt joke. I said, and you know how in Jurassic Park Samuel L. Jackson's character famously says, "Hold on to your butts."
Hold on to your butts. Yeah,
so the thumbnail for that video is it just says, "Hold on to your butts, 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 butts," and then it's just the rest of the screen is just filled up with the word butts. I was pretty proud of that one too, because then you also have the Jurassic Park tie-in.
I'm gonna have to look up that thumbnail right now.
That episode did really well for me, like relatively. It's only a couple hundred views, but my videos on YouTube, since they're mostly just VODs, they don't do very well. But then that one has like a couple hundred for some reason. And I was like, oh, cool. Is it me, or is it like just because people like Dino Crisis?
Dino Crisis is very popular.
Yeah. People want it to come back, which I do think it should, because that game plays like crap. I want it to feel good.
I'm trying to find. Oh, there. Hold on to your butts.
It's like just cascades down the whole screen.
It's like behind her at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
No pun
yeah.
intended.
Behind. And
Oh, now there's fun. We're wrapping up, but I just see four people in this stream now. All of a sudden,
oh my god, it's because we started talking about Dino Crisis.
Dino Crisis. It's what it is.
Everyone, tell me your opinions on Dino Crisis right now, and why are there so many butt jokes?
I can at least before we wrap up. There was one other thing I did finish experiencing. I can touch on real quick.
Ooh.
I beat Gravity Rush again.
Oh yeah, I saw the graphic that you posted. Uh, damn, I want to play that. Did you beat that on the Vita though, or did you do the like PS4 remaster? Oh yeah.
Look at this beaut. Look at this. Look at this magic thing right
I
here.
want
You
to
can
play
see
the.
your own reflections.
I know. I want to play the remaster, but how do they do the touchscreen stuff?
I mean, you don't need the touchscreen for it, to be completely honest. What it because have you played it on the Vita at all?
Yeah, you like swipe to change the gravity, right?
No.
Oh,
You hit the R button to change cat will freeze in the air, and then you can either use the gyro or the joystick to you can use the gyro or the joystick to then there's a little blue like reticule that shows up, and you can aim it around, and wherever that reticule is on, the gravity will then go in that direction.
oh, okay.
Then on there's a gravity slide that you could use, which is really cool because if like you find some way, whether it's a stair, it's stairs or something that like angles slightly, it kind of like turns it into a really like weird physicsy like skateboarding type of thing.
Oh,
Like not
cool.
really skateboarding, but like so if you go straight at a wall and it's a 90-degree angle, this won't work. But if you find a way to where it's a slight incline and then eventually go up,
Mm.
you can actually, or if it's like an archway or something like that and it curves, basically what happens is if you hold your thumbs right here, I don't know if it's even yeah,
Yeah,
that kind of shows. Wow,
yeah.
good. Wow, that was. If you hold your thumbs right here, Cat does a gravity slide, and so she will then stick to, um, um, she will then stick to the whatever surface she's on. So if you start going towards a wall or something like that, then if it angles, then the gravity is constantly shifting, so Cat will stay on whatever surface that she is currently standing on. So if you end up being able to find some way to like completely curve, like find enough ways to get around it depending on the city's architecture, you could theoretically be completely upside down at some point just by gravity sliding up walls and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
that's cool.
It's really cool. I've never seen that happen specifically, but I've seen it enough where like I'll stop gravity sliding, and all of a sudden Cat's sideways on a wall. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought it would have turned off after I finish gravity sliding,
Yeah.
but no, it doesn't. Like it'll keep on that, and you have to manually turn off. You have to manually like reset the gravity. But yeah, it still is super fun, man. All the soundtrack is awesome. The visuals are really cool. It is definitely a very empty open world game. Like it
Mm.
looks visually impressive for a handheld, and there's a lot of NPCs and stuff, but there's a whole lot of nothing in that world. It's
Okay.
just though I will say it's a really dense and intricate city. Like there are so many levels and sub levels, and like it is a maze. Like it's easy to get in and out of it because they have like you can set markers and they'll tell you
Mm.
where like it's easy to like you can just literally gravity fly over the whole city. But if you were to try to physically walk to any of the locations you need to, good luck. It is a maze to do that,
Oh,
which is
okay.
why you're not really supposed to do that. But
Yeah.
I like that because it kind of makes me think then like there's just always something in this city I haven't seen. There's always something that like around the corner that I will never see, I've never seen before or may never see again because I won't remember how to get back to it type of thing.
Right.
And since it's meant just to look cool, not necessarily have important things in it, it's not like you're losing anything by not being able to get back to it type of
Yeah.
thing.
It's designed to look
Um,
cool while you're flying super quickly over it.
yes, exactly that.
Okay.
So
Sweet. Yeah.
that was cool to replay.
I've been wanting to play that. I remember playing the first one I'd always play the first one when because it came out I think around the time that I worked at GameStop and the Vita had just come out, and I was or no, I don't think it was out yet when I no oh I worked at Sony when the Vita came out, so I think I was playing it at Sony, and I loved it, but I never got it. I never owned a Vita actually, despite working at Sony and being able to probably get one for like $50. No, we didn't get that much of a discount. But I want to pick up the remasters because I don't want to buy a Vita for it. But finding a physical copy of those has been it's difficult.
Of the Vita version or just in general?
Of the PS4, like remasters.
Okay. I have, because Gravity Rush 2 was only ever on PS4, I believe. I don't think it ever came out on Vita.
That sounds right.
But I have Gravity Rush 1, obviously.
Yeah, I love that cover.
It's such a good, like, I bought it solely because of the cover.
Yeah.
And it did not disappoint.
I don't know about the logo. Here, I'm going to graphic design a little bit. The logo feels a bit too 70s. I'm thinking it could have been a bit more like Art Deco. But
manipulate gravity. Oh wait, I can't even see it. There we go. But yeah, looks cool.
Nice. I was gonna say something. I will have to look and see if I can find that on, because after you posted about it, and now especially after we're talking about it, I'm like, man, I feel like I really missed out on two really cool games that are right up my alley. Anything with really interesting traversal mechanics, I'm like, ooh yeah, give me the sauce. What's the movement tech?
It's fun. It's fun.
But I was gonna say, like, I could probably get it for pretty cheap right now on some Black Friday sale somewhere. Another one I want to try to find is The World Ends With You. I want to properly play that on the DS. After I played Sonic Rush, I was like, man, they do some really cool stuff with the two screens in this. And then I remember hearing about how the remasters and remakes of The World Ends With You aren't as good because you don't have the two screen. It was designed for the DS and the dual screen nature of controlling one character on the bottom and the characters at the top separately. And I'm like, that just sounds really cool. So I've been trying to. I have a couple of bookmarked eBay listings of Twine. Or no, that's World is Not Enough. TWEWY, as it's abbreviated. But that made me think of, speaking of Black Friday deals, I will be soon experiencing. So, do you know Video Games? I think they're Video Game Plus. They're a Canadian retailer.
I know of them, yeah.
Yeah. I've purchased quite a few games from them because the Canadian to US dollar exchange rate is nice for us. So they have a really good, I don't know if it's still going on. They have a really good deal on Sega games. So I was like, ooh, it's time for me to pick up some stuff from my backlog and not be less of a fake Sega fan. So for under $60, it came out to like $60 and like a couple of cents after shipping. For $60 all together after shipping, I got Super Monkey Ball Mania, which is the Switch game that's like the remake of the first three games all in one. I also wanted that one because you can play as Beat from Jet Set Radio in it. I was like, sick. Done. So I got Super Monkey Ball Mania coming. I have Shadow Generations coming. And I have, which is pretty new. And I have Metaphor ReFantazio coming. Or ReFantazio.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
isn't that what did you get it for again?
PS5.
Oh, PS5. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you got like the because I was thinking of never mind. I was thinking of the other. Lost the thread. For some reason, when you said Metaphor ReFantazio, I was thinking of the Persona game for the Wii U. I was like, what? Did you get that? I don't.
No. It is the Persona team though. They just made an original IP that is basically Persona but fantasy. So yeah, 2 PS5 games and a Switch game for under $60. That's pretty dang good. So I will at some point be experiencing those. I've been wanting a good JRPG. And we have Persona 3 Remake or Reload that we haven't even started yet. I bought Final Fantasy 16 that I haven't even played yet. Granted, I know it's an action game. And I have Metaphor coming. And I still really want to play Expedition 33. I want to play it so bad.
Dude, it's on. I really want to play it really bad. I don't have time.
I know.
One of the things that like I was saying, I got a Discord message. I'm part of a big podcast tournament type of thing. That's all I can really say. And I'm going to be having to play a lot of games for it. So it's going to be, it's going to be interesting.
Nice. Well, I think we can wrap up there. Thank you for joining us for our predictions for the Game Awards Part 2. No, I don't know if I'm going to call it that because I don't want to mislead people. But we will talk about it next week. Next week is... Yeah, the 11th is next week. No, that's 2 weeks. Right?
Yes, the 11th is next week, but it is Thursday next week. That's why I was saying we could do the 9th and do the predictions on the 9th, and then the Game Awards is on December 11th. So
Okay. I can't believe it's this far into December already.
It's December 2nd. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying next week it'll be like we're talking about mid-December already. I feel like it was just Halloween. That's absurd. Anyway, we will have our actual final predictions and just general thoughts. I mean, both of us, we touched on it a little bit. We have not played all of these 2025 games.
I played none.
I'm trying to think if I played any. Well, no, the only one that I've beaten is Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I'm playing Ninja Gaiden 4 pretty far into that. I started Shinobi. I think that's it. I think that's the only game that came out. Oh no, Sonic Crossworlds.
Okay.
Which remains to be just an absolute blast. A lot of nights right before bed, Police and I will play a couple of races of Sonic Crossworlds, and it's just so much fun. And Ninja Gaiden 4 remains to be one of the best action games I've ever played. Like, oh my god, it's so good. But yeah, tune in to find out what we predict and or have thoughts about next week. And then on Thursday, that night, I will probably just stream the Game Awards instead of Throwdown Thursday. And I will probably fall asleep because it's always way too long.
Yes, it starts at 8 and goes to midnight usually.
Yeah, maybe I should take that Friday off because I will have had to wake up 5 hours after the show ends. So
even if it ends at 11.
I know.
Excuse me. Gotta chill there. Oh, that was weird.
The ghost is right behind you.
Yeah, right.
Anyway.
All right, yes. This was a good one, man.
Yeah,
this was fun.
This was fun. I always like catching up with you, even if it's a couple of weeks in between. What's my recommendation this week? I'll say listen to Flow. Listen specifically to Gold by Flow. I'm going to charge you with this as well, Josh. Maybe before bed after we get off, listen to Gold by Flow. It's so good. It feels like it takes me back to Fighting Dreamers and Remember and all of their good songs. And God, they did a great cover of Yura Yura. The Yura Yura to Yuga Unda Sorae. They're so good. I love them. Anyway, thank you guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Listen to Flow. And go to therapy. Any recommendations from you, sir? Or anything you want to plug before we sign off for the eve?
I was debating on doing another joke about my dick, but I don't think I'll do that.
Okay.
Which that in itself was a joke.
I was going to say, I was going to make a joke about my dick, but it's turning out to be really hard.
Here it is right now.
It is.
Well, I meant the joke, but then I realized that's another joke. But anyway,
layers.
My only shout out is to Time Allen.
Time Allen, our Lord and Savior, destroyer of worlds, the God of time, beyond time, one of the old ones.
Yeah. Time timeout. All right. That's what we should do to wrap it up. Like you turn off the stream right when you do that. So ready?
All right.
3, 2, 1.